Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My voice may be a little bit gravelier today. It's still a bit sore, but mostly better. It's getting there, you know? Healing is a process, and my throat is mostly better, so it is close enough in any event. We have our group. They are doing group things. We need to go to the... Actually, there's a bunch of places we could probably go. But we're supposed to go to the Shrine of Lamashtu, but we haven't gotten that yet. Maybe we have to go to our capital. I think we have to have our big group rah-rah session. Where are we? Why am I in this screen? I'm very confused. Oh, well, anyways, unrest in the streets. We have to go to the throne room. Tragedy at the mine. We have to assign someone to that. Let's assign Jubilost. Get some economy going there. Bumper harvest. Tristan can go do that, I guess? Sure. Unrest in the streets apparently needs to be dealt with by me. Oops, I didn't mean to leave the capital. Oh, I clicked on the kingdom button. I'm just in a mood today, apparently. Let's just go to the throne room. We have to go figure out what's the unrest all about. Probably some sort of cultist thing again. It seems to be par for the course at this point of the game. The room is full of people. Your allies stand around the throne, waiting in silence as you approach. The atmosphere is tense. Today you'll be discussing the strange and deadly blight that's recently struck your barony. The gloomy silence is only penetrated by loud chewing. Knock Knock has grabbed a whole fried chicken from the table and is busy devouring it, ignoring everyone else completely. Jod folds his hands on his chest. Well, now that we're all here, let's sum up what we know. We've each spent a lot of time and effort to learn what we can about where the monsters come from and what's causing this strange disease. I hope this conversation can shed some light on the situation. Keston shakes his head slowly. We need to hurry. If we don't find the source of the blight and eliminate it, we may end up with a rebellion on our hands. Well, let's summarize what we found up to this point. Jod, Keston, and Tristan look at you closely. Jod, the surgery showed that it was magical seeds causing the disease, correct? Right, judging from the location in the patient's bodies, the seeds were ingested. It seems likely that they're extremely small, almost invisible. People simply swallow them with their food. Once the seed is inside the stomach, it begins to grow and cause the symptoms we've seen in our patients. As soon as the seed gains enough strength, it sprouts and turns into a magical portal, just like a bud turning into a flower. Arrestal, forgive me. Jod stares into the distance. Something must have possessed me to say that. It really does look like a blooming. Each seed tears the body of its victim, just as a flower tears its bud. Keston, we learned that the Lamashtu cultists were not involved with the monster infestation. Keston nods. It doesn't mean they're innocent of other crimes, but the monster invasion at least is not their work. Hearing the name Lamashtu draws Knock Knock's attention. Mother's not to blame here. Told ya, but who listens to me? Goblins obviously like having all these monsters around. To them is a sign of Lamashtu's benevolence. Keston grunts. I'd say they're excited by anything new that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they're linked to the story somehow, but I doubt the seeds were created by goblin shamans. Besides, a plan like this seems a little beyond the local goblin chief's intelligence. Knock Knock raises his head. Know what I think? I think Goblin King is rotten lice scratcher. Shaman plays him like reed pipe, babbles about Lamashtu, then plots behind his back. Can you tell me where these monsters come from, Tristan? The ones that appear because of this bloom. Tristan raises his eyes from the papers. Undoubtedly from some world alien to our own. All the monsters appearing from the bloom are exceptionally large and strong. It would be rare to encounter such specimens in the Stolen Land or even most of Golarion. But it's impossible to say what lies on the other side of those portals. That's intent on killing your people. Well, that's all I need to know about the research. Can we keep people calm, persuade them to wait a bit longer? Your Grace, it's hard to expect loyalty and obedience from people in times like this. They're looking for something or someone to blame. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but... Jod cuts Keston off with a gesture. People think you're cursed, Your Grace, and it would be in your own best interest to quickly discover the cause of the disaster that keeps claiming the lives of your subjects. Keston, are you still with the militia? The guard hesitates, furrowing his brow. Your Grace, I understand these people very well. They're just tired of waiting and hoping. But for now I can guide their eagerness for more action in a positive direction. I'm glad to help them avoid hasty decisions that could cause more trouble. At the same time, I'm convinced that a crowd of terrified villagers who have armed themselves can't truly be our salvation. The barony has a chance only so long as it has authorities and laws. My top priority is helping you remain in that authority and that law. Keston takes a deep breath after the unusually long speech. I just wanted to assure you I'm on your side. So the bloom's essential properties are strange seeds, getting into people's bodies, which causes their disease and eventually creates magical portals. Now we need to discover where the seeds are coming from. Tristan, who'd been examining the map at the table from the shadows, gives a small cough. If I may, I've noticed an interesting detail. Well, two details to be precise. First, the seeds afflict mostly the villagers. There have been no recorded cases of disease within the city limits, except for those who came here looking for the cure. Jod nods. That's right. Thus, we can assume a common factor in how people are exposed to the seeds. Many villages get their food from the same territory. Tristan shakes his head slowly. I don't think food is the problem. Take a look. He points at the map. We have the most cases of the disease here, here, and over here. Monsters mostly attack here and here. The cleric's fingers travel down the map, tapping points along a fluid line. You see, the situation is most dire along the banks of the Gudrun River. Everyone examines the map closely. Arras will have mercy. Jod exhales slowly. Exactly, along the river. That must be where the seeds come from their drinking water. So we have to go upstream and find the source of this blight. Knock Knock jumps at your words. Take me, me! The goblin bares his sharp crooked teeth. I want to settle the score with the king. Keston straightens up and flexes his shoulders. If you'll allow me, Baron, I'd like to take the lead on this. I'll take the best members of the militia with me and sweep the woods along the river. We'll look under every rock or each and every rock if needed. Keston muffles a cough. After everything they've been through, these people deserve a chance to discover the source of their misfortunes. No, Keston, we have to deal with this carefully and rationally. Go to your people and await my arrival. If he goes and gets himself killed, I'll be annoyed. He's a pretty good captain. Excuse me. Keston casts his eyes down. You're right, of course, your grace. I'll order my men to get ready immediately. We'll wait your arrival and then make our move. Keston gives a short bow and turns around and leaves. Tristan, how did you discover the link between the disease and the river? The cleric glances pensively at his map. You see, Baron, these seeds are not the only sign of something abnormal at work. Remember the ruins when we first met? The glade near those ruins, full of huge flowers? Glades such as this tend to appear all over the stolen lands. Seems strange, does it not? Especially if we take into account that the magical seeds and the portals they create look like flowers themselves. Jod even called this disaster the bloom. I like to research this natural phenomenon, and perhaps... He stops, talking as loudly. Hasty steps are heard from the main entrance. And Keston has come back. Already there, sorry, I had to clear my throat. Keston runs into the room. Your Grace, we have trouble. The peasants are rioting. Ugh, that's the only solution these nitwits can come up with. Don't worry, Baron. As long as they're not setting fire to the streets, we still have a chance of coming to a peaceful resolution. If you'll allow me, I'll go speak with them and do my best to calm the crowd down. And if peace doesn't prevail, your guards and I will stand with you. Let's go. I can hear their shouting even from here. Well, let's go talk to the people. Tell them to get back to work. Did they forget I killed, like, a lot of bandits? And I can kill lots of people, too. The murmuring crowd takes up almost the entire square. The murmuring turns to shouts at your arrival, and a stone flies out of the crowd and strikes the cobbles at your feet. There he is. Out at last, damn his eyes. Silence, please let us speak. Tell me what brings you to my door. Your voice is drowned out by the crowd's uproar. The peasants in front raise their torches, pitchforks and clubs as they shout at you. Keep this up and you'll all regret coming here. Is that right? You can't silence us all. Jod, you try and reason with them. People, hear me, please. Jod steps forward and raises his hands. Quiet down. His voice thunders over the crowd and the people fall silent, waiting. I am Jod Kavkin, humble servant of Erastil. I may be his grace's confidant, but I'm also one of you, the people of the realm. The Baron is deeply concerned by your suffering, and he's doing everything in his power to... Lies, this ruler is the source of our suffering. Once we get rid of him, the curse will be lifted. Suddenly an old man dressed in rags steps out of the crowd, or the crowd parts for him. It's difficult to tell. As he gets closer, you recognize him. It's the prophet Remus. His eyes fall to the crowd. Repent, fools. This is your last chance to appease the goddess. He turns and points at you, his eyes afire, by killing the one who dared lay claim to our mistress's lands. The crowd is getting louder and louder. The people in front seem to be edging towards you. To Remus, I ordered you executed. The goddess sent me a reprieve. The goddess protects those who hears her whispers. The goddess led me here to reveal the Baron that destroys her kingdoms and poisons her land. Remus lifts his hand and points his finger at you. Your Baron will not receive the mercy he is so eager to deny. He laughs at omens and prophets without knowing what forces he's meddling with. People aren't dying from some curse, it's from strange magical seeds that carry a fatal disease. We just need to find out where they're coming from, then. A disease? Why would you hide that from us? Keep silent about as monsters tore apart our loved ones. No, you're trying to hide the truth about your curse. Are you all mad? I myself came to the Baron for a cure. If you only see the foulness they took out of me, you'd know this is not some curse. Silence, let your ruler speak. Jod nods at you. Please go on, your grace. In times like these, a ruler should be able to rely on his people, but I seem to have only ill-equipped vagrants who insist on threatening me. Return to your homes before I decide to give you a sample of what I have in store for those who dare to send a magical disease into my lands. Your words are met with cold silence. The crowd gives each other dark looks and tighten their grips on their torches. Enough, you don't care about us. You hole up in your castle in fear, and refuse to lift a finger while us simple folk die like animals. He won't even let us leave. Made us turn back. Be bad for business if any other rich folk heard that people were fleeing the lands like rats from a sinking ship. Bah, only thugs in his service. They're locking up roads and bridges. You want to cross? Better pay up. People are running for their lives and he's lining his pockets. Enough, all of you. The Baron has been fighting to protect us. I talked to him personally. I've seen how much he cares. If we turn against each other, we're lost. Did you come here to hear yourselves talk? For shame. While you try to figure out why you're gathered here, at least let the Baron speak. Not long ago, the Stolen Lands were little more than a haven for cutthroats and bandits. As the fine upstanding citizens abandoned me, who do I have left to rely on? It's you who are the true foundation of this barony, a fact I've never forgotten. The people before you look around at each other nodding. You see a few peasants turn around and leave quietly. A serpent's tongue. A clear sign of Lamashtu. Did she grant you such cunning and hypocrisy in return for our lives? It's true, goblins dart about everywhere, putting up their filthy totems, and without a bit of fear, but it doesn't trouble our Baron, no. They can just put up their vile idols anywhere they want, and carve honest people up for their wretched gods. Did you hear about the human cult of Lamashtu? The Baron declared war on them. Our lands are no place for wicked gods and their minions. Rastal the Merciful, forgive them. They're caught up in their own anger, your grace. They don't know what they're saying. If you care so much about my beliefs, maybe it's time we examine your altars of worship. Let me see your paragons of virtue, who have the right to reproach me. For a moment the crowd is silent, and the people start exchanging glances and whispers. Some give you looks filled with fear and hate. Jod leads in. We've done all we can. He turns to the crowd and presses his hands together. In prayer, the name of Rastal, I beseech you, return to your homes, your families. You've suffered enough. Do not bring more strife upon yourselves. As the priest's speech comes to an end, a silence fills the air, which gives way to some awkward coughing and the shuffle of feet as the crowds begin to disperse. Some risk a glance at you as they go, others hide their faces as they hastily leave the square. You look around in search of Remus, the mysterious old man who managed to show up despite your best efforts to get rid of the instigator. It seems the mad preacher managed to disappear in all the commotion. How was he not the key person you wanted to focus on? He's literally starting all these problems, and you just like let him go again. God, I hate Remus.
A rest would be welcome.
Apparently we're fatigued. Alright, do we have anything to do? Yes, we do. We have managing kingdom affairs to do, which we'll, I guess, do right now. And then we'll hit bed, and then we'll leave to go do some things. We did Unrest in the Streets, Community +1. Apparently we handled that not too shabbily. It wasn't great by any means, but still. Let's go leave town. There's a couple places we can go to kill some things and to get some experience. I really want to gain a level. We're very close. Like, really, really close. We probably are going to have more events to do as soon as we get out of here, though. Let's take a quick look. And then we'll leave. Nope, actually no exclamation marks. Sweet. We definitely don't have enough pieces of that ring yet. We haven't finished that. We also don't have any full artifacts yet, to the best of my knowledge, but we'll get those, or not artifacts, but the story items. We don't have any of those yet either, I don't think. Alright. So there's a couple places we can go. First of all, oh, my game is going weird. Alright, no big deal. We need to do a bunch of things. First of all, we can go to the Gudrun Bridge. The Craglenorn. I don't remember what the CR is on one of those things. I just don't think we're going to be able to kill it. We might be able to. I mean, we have a pretty solid team now. It's only a matter of, are we going to be able to hit it? They're really big, which makes them easy to hit, but they're also scaled and armored, which makes them harder to hit. They do a lot of fire damage, but we have lots of protection from element type. Wait a minute. Do we? Protection from energy, okay. Oh no, did I remove communal resist energy? No, because we were all blind at one point. We're gonna have to rest before this big fight. We'll clear the area and then we'll rest anyways. We might even get a level up. I don't know what I just got rid of from our control 1 bar, but that was my bad. There's another token of the Dryad down here. Oh no, it's not, sorry. It just looked like it was one of the token of the Dryad type areas. It was just gold and a potion of heroism and some eggs. I just want to find like a couple of things to kill. Bears are good to fight. There's a token of the Dryad. Unfortunately, ooh, knock knock, no, 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 no. You looked like Lindsay for, whoops. You looked like Lindsay for a moment. Let's just push you there.
Taste my fury.
Actually, that was a really easy hit. 27 damage and it almost killed it. Okay, so that was only worth 36 experience. We still need about 200 and so experience. Interestingly, in the alpha build of the game, there's a Goblin Prince here. The goblin in front of you is unusual. His ugly face is covered with red clay, which appears to be worm paint. A string of beads is hanging down from his ears, and he's wearing a dirty reed skirt. Stop, I be Prince of Camland. You be bringing presents? I take everything. Shiny bits, sparkly bits, grub. Knock knock's ears twitches. Prince, what's that? Another stupid noise? Or stupid noise, stupid long shakes made up, and vomit on goblins? Canary bends in a mock courtesy. Hello, your green highness. Who's this baron you keep, or the prince you keep talking about? I be Prince, ruler of Cameland, or Cameland. All you see here at mine, that tree mine, and rock, or the rock mine, and river, and the goblin keeps listing everything he sees and pointing a finger at it. The tree at mine, and rock mine too, I rule this place, I'm telling you. Lindsay hums, improvising a simple tune. That might make a nice song. The Ballad of the Goblin Prince. What do you think? I am the Baron of these lands. Do you know what I do with imposters like yourself? Ah, Prince wants to live. Prince too pretty to die. The goblin rips beads off his head and throws them at you. With an angry whine, the goblin runs off. A trail of reed stalks falling from his skirt as he leaves. Do we get a level from chasing off a poor goblin prince? It does appear so. We got 180 and 67 experience, and we got a pearl necklace. We now can level up our characters, which is always fun. We need to load up our builds. Okay, so we are going to do Valerie first. She's going to be a stalwart defender. Sorry, I had to pause for a second because I had to cough. Stalwart defender is going to be her first level. It gives her a bunch of good bonuses for things like dodge bonusing and stuff like that. Anyways, we're going to grab that. She's going to grab her normal skills. I don't really know what they are, don't care. She doesn't do skill based. So we have defensive stance. It's an acquired ability. When in a defensive stance, the stalwart defender gets +2 bonus to all attack rolls, damage rolls, thrown weapon rolls, and will saving throws. In addition, she gets +2 dodge bonus to armor class and 2 temporary hit points per hit die. And then that's the defensive stance there. So let's look at an AC bonus. Just a straight up AC bonus of +1 at the first level, +2 at 4th level, +3 at 7th level, up to a maximum of +4 at 10th level, which is what we currently are. So if we look at her now, she should, in theory... No, her gear fell off. Why did her gear fall off? That is weird, but okay, whatever. We can throw it back on. I'm kind of confused by this situation, but whatever. It's fine. We're going to put her rapier back on, keen rapier, and we're also going to give her the cold iron longsword. She needs some other items, though. She needs her helmet. Not really sure what happened here. It's possible when we went back in time, some things went weird. You know what? I don't even know. She has the belt of physical perfection, or physical might, sorry, +4. Cloak resistance, +2 protection ring. Her armor class is 33, not quite what it should be yet, because she needs that as well. And I think that's everything. So her second weapon says just the cold iron sword, which she will use at some point in time. Bracers. Does she have any bracers on? No, she didn't. I think that's everything. Good enough anyways. Next person is our main character. We don't need to pull up a build for him, because I'm just kind of winging the cleric. Clerics are mostly just about spells, especially ecclesiathurges. There's not really a whole lot of deviation, other than what spells you memorize. We don't get defeats anyways, so it's kind of a boring level for him. This is a Miri? Yes. Okay. We gotta go to a Miri's build. And level 10, she gets a ranger skill, or ranger level. Gotta keep building up our creature. So level 3 ranger now. I think that's correct. 1, 2, 3, yep. And this level, she is going to get her normal barrage of skills, including a little bit of persuasion, And I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright. She's going to take endurance in first world. Okay, so she's going to take favorite terrain of first world. That's it, actually. She doesn't get endurance, but she gets endurance for just leveling up, which means that she does not tire easily, and she gets +2 bonus to athletics checks and a +4 bonus on fortitude checks against fatigue and exhaustion. She can also sleep in medium armor without becoming exhausted. Kind of nice. Lindsay's turn. I think she's going deeper into her arcane, or not arcane trickster, her Eldritch Knight abilities. Yes, she is. Which means she'll get a little bit more base attack bonus. Way less skills though, so persuasion. Trickery is pretty vital, and knowledge world are her big three. The rest of them are not as important. Arcane spellcasting, again, is going to be Bard, because it's her only spellcasting. I haven't made a Thessalonian specialist. I should really make one day. Level 3 spells. We already have haste, and we already have Cure Serious Wounds. So those are the two main ones we wanted. We're going to grab Dispel Magic. That can actually be a really useful spell. It's one of the better ones to grab. Just to help our casting out a little bit. She only has level 4 casting or level 3 casting currently, so she's a little bit behind in terms of spells because of Eldritch Knight. As for... Oh, I don't have that build. 1 second. Loading. One. I believe it's another Earth ability for her, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, but it is something good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Always get persuasion. That's of vital importance. We're going to grab Bowling Infusion. This is for Earth. You bowl your foes over with the sheer mass of your kinetic blast and attempt a trip combat maneuver against each target damaged by your infused blast, using your Constitution modifier instead of your Strength modifier to determine your combat maneuver bonus. So you can knock things down, which is really good, and she's got lots of Constitution. So that's her skill. And Knock Knock, our final contestant, just needs to load up. I think he's going another level of Barbarian, if I'm not mistaken. Sure is. I don't think he gets anything good from it, but just to boost up his AB. He has lots of sneak attack damage, that's why we're not too concerned about not getting his rogue abilities currently. And I'll show you why. So we need trickery. Probably perception and mobility. Those are pretty good for him. Danger sense is pretty good, but we don't really care too much about that. He's using that amulet. Now the thing about this amulet that we've put on him, where is he? Here. Is it's really dangerous for our people to move past him, so we have to be a little bit more careful. He deals an extra 2d6 sneak attack damage, which I think is actually 2d8 sneak attack damage because of his knife master ability. We'll see. We'll try him out in combat when he has a good sneak attack, but we gotta be careful not to move our own people past him in a way that'll attack or invoke an attack of opportunity, because if he sneak attacks someone or sneak attacks somebody, he might actually kill them. We can always take off the necklace if it gets a little bit unwieldy or becomes problematic. Oh, there's a tassel worm. There's a couple of them. 4 so far? Just 4? Okay. 5. Never mind, I lied. There's at least 5. 6. 7. How many are there? Now there's 6. And there's 6 in line of... Oh, okay. I was like... So he hit for 28 damage. That wasn't even... Oh, he critically hit. That wasn't even a sneak attack, though. I'm gonna move her up and just, like, blast this one in the face. Try and fear some of the other ones. They did not get feared. Alright. Lindsay, just start opening fire. How are you? Nah, whatever. She's only got 3 attacks currently. Alright. We're gonna charge. I don't think we'll get attack of opportunity against us from our own person. Nope. Dead. Amiri will take a hit. Just a small hit, though. I should save one for Knock Knock. I just want to do his sneak attack damage. I want to see how much it does.
Which knife to use?
Oh. He would miss the only attack that I cared about. So 33 damage from a non-crit sneak attack. Not bad.
You should take a look.
We found a trapped bag on the ground,
I did it. I did
which has
it.
half plate +2. Knock Knock is by far our best triggery person, so he will be doing all of our lockpicking and trap stuff. I don't think that's even remotely close, so his trickery is +27, Lindsay's is +16, and Kinera's is +18. Yeah, it's so much higher that it's not even worth contesting. There's a merchant's guard here, and a bunch of merchants.
Did it without breaking it.
A shock dagger +1. We should probably talk to this merchant, Tigny Jusmert. There's a bunch of refugees too, and hungry peasants. You charge a fortune for your food, and what do we get? Moldy bread and rotten vegetables. Fear or wrestle, Tigny. Your profit is someone's grief. Out of my sight. I'm the only vendor for leagues around. You eat what I sell or you don't eat at all. The merchant, a stout man in a shabby jacket, greasy pants, and a tattered beret, finally notices you. Ah, welcome to the traveling shop of Tigny Jusmert. The finest goods at this side of the canyon, sir. Your prices are 3 times higher than those of other merchants. The demand is high, sir. The trader winks and jingles his fat purse. No one around offers the produce I do. In fact, you won't find anyone else selling these parts. And you know people, they just love to eat. He laughs, amused by his own joke. This is inhumane, but he has the right to do so. On the other hand, he stands on your land, and thus, he's in your hands. This is a confusing situation. In this wild realm, you can seldom rely on any established law. A word of advice, if you will, Eltimar. Don't give in to emotion. It may seem now that by punishing this merchant, you'll strengthen your subjects' loyalty and thus solidify your position, but what are the long-term consequences? Will the other merchants want to deal with you if they fear their lawful actions might be interrupted simply because the Baron likes to fall for his peasants' tearful complaints? Well played. Just don't forget to pay your taxes. I won't, your grace. I wouldn't think of causing any trouble. Here's your share. I'm sorry, I mean to say. Here's the trade tax, as per the law. Valerie lowers her head. Because of those like him, protectors of the offended spring up. The very same bandits who would create their own law, and yet dealers who look for legal loopholes are still better than troublemakers who think themselves above the law. I know your relationship with the gods are complicated, but I'm grateful to them for your existence, Valerie. It's a refreshing change to hear words full of reason rather than pointless noble gestures. What do you have? You have garbage. Ugh. Pass. Looks like you're making their blood boil. That rabble? Tigny looks over the peasants and sniffs. Those beggars can say whatever they want. They may whine and grumble all they wish, but they never dare to come out in arms against my boys. What is all the commotion at the bridge? Where have all these people come from? Haven't you heard the Stag Lord Baron? He's alive. One day he comes back with his band, takes the bridge, and starts demanding coin for safe passage. So people are piling up at the bridge. After all, how can a peasant scrape enough coin to pay the toll? Some have been here for a while now. Many have starved to death if it wasn't for my willingness to help those in need, for the right price, of course. A Stag Lord across the bridge, you say? Well, I'm gonna have to go take care of that. And then we'll probably call it a video. The cutthroat in front of you is well armed, as are the other warriors behind him. He turns to face you. Hey, get in line. Watch where you're going. The man trails off as he sees your face. He recognizes you. By the gods, the Baron. What brings you here? The man glances at his companions, who look equally uncertain what to do, and turns red. Well, of course you can pass, your grace. You should have run while you could.
To victory!
They're all dead. They just don't know it yet.
Burn!
How did you... No, whatever. We have no one to charge. Unfortunately. We're just gonna have to kind of walk in casually this time. Lindsay can move up. Nope, that wasn't Lindsay. Lindsay can move up. We can shoot one, or we can song. I think we'll song. Knock Knock gets to go in. Alright, we just gotta be careful for attacks of opportunity, but we're gonna get in behind this guy.
Be easier if not fight back.
49 damage, Jesus. And that was only with one attack. He has 7 attacks, I think, or 6 attacks at this point of the game. He is going to murder things. Just wholesale slaughter. Oh, we got dealt 20 damage. That's okay, we'll move up and heal. There's still a bandit cleric, 2 of them actually. And let's kill these guys off. Yeah, shoot that guy in the face. Deal some damage. Amiri, finish him off. Really? Alright, Lindsay, finish him off. Guys, come on. Oh dear. Alright, fine. Can we charge that guy? Yes. There's at least one more bandit and another bandit cleric there. Oh, Valerie doesn't have charge on her bars. Oh, I know what happened. Right. I figured it out. Oh no, she got stuck. Maybe just keep taking hits. Maybe Eltimar can finish this guy off. There we go. Charge. That one. Either of them? No? Okay. No charges. Shoot the cleric.
My fury.
Almost killed him. We can't reach him. But Lindsay might be able to put him down. There's still one more bandit that I don't know exactly where it is. Well, that one's dead. There's this guy. I knew about this guy. There's an unknown somewhere. Oh, this is a whole big bandit camp. I see there's even more coming. Well, let them come. I'm ready for them. So that one has haste. Those 2 have haste. In we go. 51 damage sneak attack. Jesus. Let's get her into... Oh, she's going to take a hit from Knock Knock. Or not. Interesting. Maybe that thing is broken. Maybe we don't have to worry about killing our own people. I mean, if that's the way it worked, I'd be pretty happy. There's a lot of bandits in this area. It's a good thing we're here to put them all down.
This is going to...
Oh, come on, Amiri. Lindsay's like way the hell back. She's not even singing to our people anymore. She's just doing like a solo show way in the back. Alright, there's a fake stag lord there with a conjurer. You can't possibly think that summoned wolves are going to do anything to me.
Come here, Bax. Knock Knock stabs you.
Well, there's a 49 damage hit.
Do not falter. Justice.
Alright, we're going to ignore the stupid little wolves. Oh, I can't charge? Fine, whatever. Still going to ignore the wolves. Try and get in a rage of him. We're going to move up a bit. Can we charge with you? No. No, we cannot. Take the AOO, I don't care. Kinera's turn.
Burn.
Shoot the stag lord. Or not, okay. Perfect. You can kill these 2 things off, probably. Yeah, we cleave killed them.
Bring it.
Lindsay needs to move up, keep our song in range, and she can also take some pot shots at the Stag Lord, quote unquote. She summoned more things. That's so many things to summon. Stop it. We should just shoot her down. In all honesty, all these things will despawn once we kill her.
Which knife to use?
It's a lot of bandits, though. For real.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Let's walk right past Knock Knock and see if this thing triggers. Nope, apparently not. Alright. Can we charge right past you? No. Move up. Shoot that thing. Badly injured? That takes care of most of the things. Let's move Kinera up. She can probably finish off the Conjurer. And that's the end of the fight. Alrighty then, we've killed everything and... Oh, I just grabbed some garbage. Actually, the Masterwork Club is fine, but the breastplate is not really worth carrying around. Also, I think I'm going to end the video here. I have like the tickle of a lifetime in my throat, and I just feel like I'm going to cough at any second. We're just going to loot all the... well, I'll loot most of the things. I'll save the big treasures for... oh no, we'll just finish looting things and then I'll just call it a video there. There's a Taldan Warriors tag. Let's go loot the Bandit Lord. Fake Stag Lord has an Amulet of Natural Armor +3, which is actually pretty nice. And that's really all he has. Also, everyone knows the Stag Lord was an archer. So, maybe learn your history first. Oh, we can build a light crossbow. Garbage. What is that? Arcane Protector is a dagger +1, with a +3 dodge bonus to an immunity to nauseated. Huh. It's good for a dagger tank. Is that a sling? Oh, Phylactery of Negative Channeling. That's if we want to kill undead and stuff like that. That's a lot of diamond dust.
I did it. I did.
That we just picked up. And there's another bag full of loot here. That's just all garbage. Let's loot these things. And dagger, dagger, sword, sword, sword. Club. I didn't get the club, did I? That's okay, we can get it later. When we try and leave the zone, we'll just make sure we picked up everything. Just gotta quickly grab this. We're not gonna do any more fights, we're gonna go back across the river and just explain to them that everything's fine now. The road's clear, we can move at last. Let us through, the road should be free for all. We definitely killed the Bandit Lord. What do you want, refugee? Before you is a disheveled woman wearing a cheap dress and a cloak that's grey with dust. She covers her face as she sobs uncontrollably. A disaster, this is such a disaster. What happened? The woman raises her face, tears still streaming. Her eyes widen as she recognizes you and she shudders. Baron, it must be Providence that sent you to me. Only you can help me. She wipes her cheeks and stifles a sob. I was robbed by a forest monster. Took my most valuable possession, my great-grandmother's pearl string. I was hoping to pay the bandits at the bridge with them. They're a family heirloom, a real treasure. My great-grandfather brought the pearls all the way back from Eladar. I thought that'd be enough to get me to Galt, but then I was ambushed by that vile beast. I was so frightened I dropped all my belongings and ran. When I came to my senses, it was too late. What am I going to do? I'm scared of going back. Here you go, is this yours? Erastil's mercy, you found my pearls. She presses her hands to her chest. Here you go. Please be more cautious along the rest of your journey. The woman takes her pearls delicately, looking at them intently, and smiles gently. The bandits are gone from the bridge now. There's no need to pay the toll. Perhaps with luck, I may yet be able to preserve my family's memory. She shifts her gaze to you. Thank you, my Baron. May Erastil forever grant you strength and health. You know you can stay in my kingdom and work for me. I need people. What do you have to say about me clearing this place out? Bad day for trade, huh? You don't say. He gives a long sigh. Used to be a perfect spot until you brought the Stag Lord to heal. The refugees used to buy up the bridge, or used to be held up at the bridge, and they had little choice but to trade with me. And now, an occasional traveler buys a piece of rye flatbread. And that's on a good day. Well, sucks to be you. I don't care. Not my problem. Selling all that masterwork junk. And we are going to call it here. We're going to go fight we're going to go rest near the Cragla Norn, and then we're going to go fight him. There's also something here I saw really quickly before we end it. Alright, Taldan Warriors tag. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.